So here we are checking out another Walmart. This one's in Scarborough, Maine. Oh, look at these pretty flowers, just as you come in the door. But we're not looking for flowers. We're going to look at more of the camping survival stuff. I thought I'd check out, see what they have in the store, kind of building this little simple kit, and I thought it'd be interesting if we could get a lot of this stuff from Walmart. Going through the bakery section first. So the idea is to having these simple items that you might be able to carry with you, although they might be kind of big for a regular pocket, especially when we're considering that one of the items is a tube tent. That's just something made out of the same material as space blankets, but it's like a tube, so that you're going to run a line through it, which is included in the package, and you basically end up with a triangle if you weight the sides with some rocks or something that you find. So you have the ability to string up a shelter really quickly, which could be really good if it's raining or something like that, or getting out of the rain. Here we're in a very hot time of year here in Maine, so it isn't like you're going to have to worry as much about being cold or hypothermia, but still, you know, if you get really wet and the temperature goes down in the 50s, you can have hypothermia and run into problems. So you could have a rain coat, disposable raincoat on you or something like that, or whatever. But the idea is how much material are we going to have to fit in that size. Here's some vests, safety vests, kind of looks like a great idea. There's one taken out of the bag. Hunter's orange, or safety orange, however you want to think of it. So, and we just thought I'd check it out. I saw kind of a really inexpensive compass here, and I thought I'd check it out and try to give you a little bit of a review of it and see if it's worth buying, and that will be in my next video. I'll be looking at some of these items and trying to give a thumbs up or thumbs down on them. Here is ice cube trays. You know how you can't find ice cube trays now because everybody has ice cube tray makers in their refrigerator, and these are made improperly because they nestle instead of stack, which means you can't set them on top of each other. If they're both full of liquid, the top one will just go in and the water will come out of the bottom ones. So I don't know why someone's forgotten how these should be made, but evidently they have. They must not. They're probably done in a country that don't have refrigerators or something. I don't know. Or it's just cheaper to make them that way. Certainly cheaper to ship them because they stack inside of each other, but they should have something so they don't do that. Okay, here we're coming to some of the camping stuff. I just took a little side look at those belts, but all kinds of insect products here, dope. And that was one thing that was listed in the kit. I have some of that, so we have all kinds of thermos bottles. We got some packs and book bag type things here. Walking sticks. You know, this is pretty much the same items as the other Walmart, but there's some items missing here and some items that were missing in the other store. Here I'm looking at that tube tent, and I actually forget this and have to walk all the way back to this end of the store again, which is kind of crazy. Survival blanket. I have one of those we're going to use in place of the sleeping bag type arrangement they asked for. See, we got some machetes, different prices. They got the Calamus, the Ozark. Ozark is the Walmart brand. You can see a lot of things here. Fire starters, different type of gear. Here we're going into the water purification things and the bags with the filter attachments. This is neat. Bug net for only, what was it, $2? $1 or $2, I forget what I got it for, but gee, the bugs in Maine, if you're walking around in the woods, they can be pretty bad. And there we go. I'm gonna, again, I looked at this again and didn't get it, but I will be getting some of these. These are the chlorine dioxide water purification tablets that are really the best ones to buy if you're worried about having absolutely pathogen-free water, or parasite-free water, I should say, because they have some other normal, let's just say a lower level of water purification tablets here, and they won't work with cryptosporidium. So, get anchor sets. Oh, we got some flute. Oh, there's on the bottom. There's the standard kind of tablets that you see. But like I say, these aren't effective against cryptosporidium. And now in the U.S., you gotta just expect that all water is contaminated with that. Here's some of their oatmeals. That's Walmart's own brand. Then they have some smaller packaging from Mountain House. I don't know whether this is their packaging, or I'll have to go into another store and see if they're packaging like this just for Walmart or not. Oh, we've got some of the flashlight things here and coming up. Yeah. They've got a flashlight right there that takes 3 C cells. That for, what is it, 1942 or something? That would be really good. Have some weight to it, be rugged. Oh, here's the electrical answer to a light stick, and there, that one works, and it flashes. So you have the 2 possibilities: straight, long, or short. So that's kind of neat. They're only $1 too. I meant to get one and I didn't. I don't know what's happening. I'm thinking of different things. Got a lot on my mind today. There's some inexpensive flashlights, 9 LED, it says. It didn't look like 9 LEDs, so we've got some. I look at it again, let's see. I was just trying to find out if it had some. A lot of these flashlights won't tell you how long they'll last. And usually, if you're really interested in a survival type emergency flashlight, you should have something with at least 2 levels for a low amount of light for a long time, or a really bright setting for shorter times. Here we got some of the raincoats and things. So, and I'm going to go back here and look. And like I say, I'm going to, out of this, I end up picking up the bug head netting, the space blanket, and I get one of these really inexpensive compasses in the tube tent. And we'll look at those, just the packaging of them, when I get back out to the car. Here's the survival food. It's $5 for 2,400 calories. So normally you'd stretch that probably out for 2 days, getting 1,200 calories a day if you were in a, a situation where you had no food. Here's some nice waterproof cases for different phones and things. So they've got some wound care, some blister packages and things to take care of splinters and things. See right there, those 2, that empty hole is where one of the survival kits usually is. I think people are, of course we have people camping in, but I think they're more sensible this side here. Okay, you saw my little trip through Walmart. What we're basically doing is we've got the Pocket Outdoor Survival Guide, and we're looking at kind of constructing one of his kits here. And the items he has is, and what I got today was a tube tent. Okay, tube tent, strike anywhere matches, flashlight, fire starter, signal mirror, police whistle, MPI emergency space bag, paracord, aluminum foil, insect repellent, water purification tablet, pocket survival guide, and first aid kit. Now, I forgot one. We'll get next time we're in there, but the water purification tablets. Let's see what size this is. Oh, this has a 14. This has a cord in with it too. That's good. So sets up in minutes with no pole. Lightweight, easy to pack, fire retardant. Huh. It doesn't give. Okay, here we go. Find 2 trees approximately 12 feet apart. Run included cord through the center of the tube tent and each side of the tree. Okay, so you see that there. They're just using rocks so that the tent will stay apart like that. That's funny. There's no actual size given on this. This was only $4. I've seen them to $10 or $20, which might be better, but for the concept, I guess we're okay. Then I just, I don't know, inexpensive whistle. It's got a little compass built into it. It's got a thermometer. It says magnifier too, but maybe that will become apparent after I, oh yeah, I guess the little plastic thing comes off in front of the thermometer for a magnifier. And then, so I have a Streamlight whistle that is probably way better than this. But normally with a survival whistle, you should have something that goes over 100 decibels, 90 at least. We'll see how that one compares. Now they mentioned bug spray, but for $1 they had this bug net. Now of course to make it work effectively, you should kind of have a hat on too, and that will keep it away from your face. But I'll tell you, out in the woods, the black flies and things can be horrible. And you know, even if you're walking sometimes, there are flies, even if you put on like bug repellent, there are things that are trying to get to your eyes. And it makes it difficult to walk sometimes if the insects are really thick. At least in Maine it does. I can imagine someplace like Alaska it's even worse. And here's, okay, we have much better compasses than this, but I thought for $5 I would take a look at this Lensmatic Compass. So that basically means it has this device on here that allows you to sight it. So in other words, if you well, we'll talk about that later. Directional letters glow in the dark. Now of course, when they say that, people might have the mistaken belief that it's going to be glowing all night. Well no, unless it's a more expensive compass that actually has tritium in it, which is a combination of a radioactive element and phosphorus, or something similar to that. Those glow all the time. But glow in the dark usually means it's got to be hit by some light. And if you, one thing that really works really well is to have an ultraviolet flashlight, and that will really charge something like this up quickly. And I didn't even notice all the stuff's made in China, of course. Alright, so I've been trying not to buy things from China if I can. Certainly could have found a compass and a whistle that weren't made in China. And who knows where these, yeah, this is made in China, the space blanket. Everything's made in China here. So anyway, but we'll look at these items separately. And then, like I say, we'll try to decide what we're going to put in the kit, or if we need something better. Now, obviously, this tube tent is going to be the largest size item, or the Mylar bag they suggest. I probably have one of the better space blankets that I'll use in place of that, but I'll show you that later. Okay, hope you enjoyed my little walk, get a little bit of exercises in the Walmart, and this one is in, we're by the Maine Mall. The one I did last time was up at Wyndham. You can see too, the camping section, there were a lot of items missing. So it was just interesting that I noticed in this one, some of the little survival kits weren't there. There were empty pegs where there were a few of them up in the Wyndham store. So there we go. Bye.